and Tiwatia went to bat the 17th over. They needed more than 18. They just have 3 overs left. They needed more than 50 runs. So it was an amazing over. Most of you wouldn't forget it. 1 over, he scored 30 runs, 5 sixes in a row, which made actually the quarter, the bowler, to sit in the pavilion for the rest of the season. And all of a sudden, all the people who criticized him started praising him, telling when the trollers started pulling out the trolls, I could see the Facebook people pulling the trolls back. So, what is a lesson? There was a big philosopher who said, until you decide that you have lost the game or you have lost, you are still a winner. Till the last breath, until you fight, you are a winner. So let us move on to our prepared speeches. Having said that, for the first prepared speech, we have a very veteran Toastmaster. But before I introduce him, let me introduce his evaluator. His evaluator is our own very special area director, Area 14 area director, and he was also a past president of KCA. And as I say always, he is into Toastmasters, and Toastmaster is actually lucky to have him, because you call him for anything in Toastmasters, he is there. And he all the rule books are nothing. Instead of opening the rule books, you can just call this person to ask what's the rule. So without much of time, let me please introduce to you Toastmaster Soy Paul. Can you please give the evaluation criteria for the speaker? You're muted.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Sean, for your wonderful, energetic words, and you have utilized. And it is for our speaker, Toastmaster Pidambaran, is going to be, it's attempting his project L1, L3, project 3. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring. Second thing, the purpose of the speech is the member to share some aspect of previous experience as a protege. As a protege, the special word what I have found. I will search the meaning of the word. However, we know the Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair, he's very active in the Toastmaster community, because whenever I'm going in the pet, he's there. The Falcon, he's there, and so many clubs also. He's also there. He is the very active with the Toastmaster, one of the active and trusted Toastmaster. Best wishes to the Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair. I would like to hear more speeches from you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Soy Paul, for the briefing his criteria, speech criteria. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair, he is actually attempting his level 2 from presentation mastery, project 3, which is introduction to Toastmaster mentoring. He is actually ex-Navy veteran with who is doing this one, who is actually doing logistics head now. He has been with so many clubs, as our area director has mentioned. You go to Falcon, he is there. You go to Bet, he is there. Now he is in KCA, he is there. Without much of a time, let me introduce to you Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair with the speech title "Follow Him." Speech title "Follow Him." Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair.
My mentor said, let's do it. Not you go do it. How powerful and comfortable when someone say, let's do it. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A delightful evening to all of you. In the journey of our life, we find mentors throughout. Some are natural, while others are optional. For example, our parents, it is by default our mentors. Come to the teachers, they are our forced mentors. But we will find some mentors who can be the game changer of your life. Like in Toastmasters, the mentors who envision and help to find the real you. What else? Toastmasters mentors are the most supportive. They are experienced and knowledgeable. You can rely on them. Are committed. What else? Always they are there to help you to find the real person in you and to achieve your goals. Whenever we speak about mentors, always come up with a word coaching and mentoring. So in my understanding, the main difference is that coach is only interested to take out the best in you for some time or with a short-term goal. Whereas a mentor is the one who is able to walk with you, to run with you, to take your right destination with excelling step by step, day by day. And that's what exactly happens in Toastmasters. Their commitment and dedication to the mentees or the proteges, to be precise, as my evaluator said, make them pass apart from others. For coaching and mentoring, I will just give a comparison. A speaker gave a speech and the evaluator said, you need to improve your eye contact. He spoke to his friend, buddy, how can I do it? Look at one person for some seconds, move to the next, and you are done. But it doesn't work. Spoke to the mentor. He said, whenever you feel discomfort, when you are nervous, look at me or someone who can support you. That magic works. So in this time of virtual meetings, the proteges got another mentors who can be there even for a specific task. They are the best. So we have to try even virtual mentors at this time. That is this is the golden chance for us to do that. So having said about the mentors, what about proteges like me or we all? Like every mentor was also there are certain roles and responsibilities how they have to react. First and foremost thing is that the openness and adaptability to learn the new things. Secondly, they have to discuss in open-hearted way how they want to reach their goal, and they have to share the information with them. They have to be respectful to their time and the mentor's time, more importantly. They are the only one, I repeat, they are the only one who is responsible for their growth. Your mentor can't do anything until and unless you yourself decide, yes, I have to do it. Sometimes proteges go clueless. They become blank. It's quite natural. I will share you one of my experience. It was long back. I was not born as a sportsman. Not an outstanding one at least. So during our fleet athletic meet, we were on the last day and our team were about to win the championship. Only 4 events were left, including a 10,000 meter race. And I was there as a 400 meter relay participant. After the morning session, when we were taking a break, suddenly the ceiling fan fell down on one of my fellow runners. Mr. Mahendra Singh got stitch on his forehead and he was not able to participate the race. Lot of deliberation, only very little time left. The ball came to my court. In fact, I was forced into the fray of 10,000 meters race. Unbelievable. I was always like I was willing to accept the defeat before I start. But certain anomalous situations happen. Exactly happened with me. When the referee was discussing with every participant, he come and speak to me. Hey, are you a first timer? Yes. He pointed out to an old lad and said, follow him. I was clueless, but nothing else left with me. The race started. I got exhausted after a few laps of 400 meters. But towards the end, when he finished the first, I was a distant fifth and was able to achieve one valuable point for my team. The story not ended there. That energy and enthusiasm gave me passion to do my level best in my 400 meters race, and we become the champion on that evening. Always being a champion is a great feeling. Again, I become a prominent long distance runner and finish many marathons in my due course of time. My fellow Toastmasters, mentors, or virtual mentors, embrace them wholeheartedly. They can be your game changers. Please follow them. Thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Pidambaran, for a wonderful speech. Moving on, moving on forward, we have another speech by a very special person. But before I introduce her, let me please call upon her evaluator to give the evaluation criteria. Toastmasters, he's a very new member in our Toastmasters family, but he has the courage to take up the role of evaluator. And in fact, he approached me and said, I want to be an evaluator. And in fact, he's a very brave guy. He's a brave person and a brave personality. Always, you can see a smile on his face. Whenever you call him for anything, he never says no. Only his work problems are there, but he says, I'm okay, I'll do it. So he's a very, in fact, a backbone of KCA Toastmasters now. Toastmasters, please help me welcome Toastmaster Real Vasant to give the judging criteria of Toastmaster Purvi.
Yes, good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Real Vasant. I'm ready for the evaluation. Back to Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Real Vasant. This person, our next speaker, is a very special person. In fact, I've seen her in a couple of Toastmasters meeting, and she's always ready to give a speech. She's always prepared and ready for a speech. And she's actually a person who believes that yesterday, who celebrates every day which is better than yesterday, and she lives without her past memories. She's a civil engineer by profession and a house manager by profession. Sorry, civil engineer and a house manager by profession. She's a member of Angels Toastmasters Club, and I've seen her in many Toastmasters Club actually. In fact, please help me welcome Toastmaster Purvi Shah for her with her speech title MOM. Speech title MOM Toastmaster Purvi Shah.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Toastmaster of the day. Am I audible?
Very much.
Okay.
Very much.
What is difference between successful and unsuccessful people? Most successful people in the world store right information at the right place and recall it at the right moment. On the other hand, most unsuccessful person in the world stores right information at the right place, but they are not able to recall at right moment. because they are not managing their memory properly. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest. MOM, manage our memory, is always as difficult as managing our mom-in-laws, right? Every day, while going office, mall, anywhere, we see hundreds of people, many buildings, cars of different colors and models. But do you remember them all? Almost none. Because it does not get registered in your subconscious mind. Generally, our minds register uncommon, odd, very big, very small, unusual things very fast. If you have seen a person like this, a lizard man, or car moving on the water, or Toastmaster Purvi Shah with real tiger, you will not forget for long time, right? Why? Because remember, uncommon, odd, very big, very small, unusual things registers on our subconscious mind very fast. We can use this concept to manage our memory. If you are preparing difficult exams like IAS or preparing some mathematical difficult formula, you can use this. Make it something unusual. Make it something very big or very small. Join 2-3 things together. Give it weird name or connect it with some story or picture. I promise you, it will register on your unconscious mind, and then it will be easy to remember and recall it at right moment. Let me reveal the secret of memory. Memory is not only God gift, but it has some scientific techniques for that too. I encountered with English language at the age of 11. Till that time, I learned Gujarati and Hindi languages. Big spellings was always tough to remember for us. But still, I remember our English teacher Joshi sir's funny style to teach us. Once he asked class, who will tell me spelling of assassination? One child from whole class could reply, and that too with difficulties. Then Joshi sir said, गधे पर गधा, उसके ऊपर मैं और मेरे ऊपर सारा देश. Oh my God! I still remember we laughed out a lot. After 2 minutes, Joshi sir smiled in his typical style and then said, गधा ASS, उसके ऊपर गधा ASS, उसके ऊपर मैं I, मेरे ऊपर सारा देश nation ASS ASSINATION assassination. How simple. Then after, no one from that class ever forget the spelling of assassination. I am sure you all will not be forget also. Then let us play one memory game. Who wants to try? Yes, Toastmaster Janvi, you want to try?
Yes, I want to try.
I will give you 10 random words list and I will give you some time. You have to remember them all. Here your time starts. Your time is up, Janvi. Yes, Toastmaster Janvi. How many did you remember?
I remember 4 words: mirror,
Okay.
roti, milk, and book.
Very good. That's all, right? No problem. Let us all try now. Please sit comfortably, relax, and take a deep breath. Listen to my story. I opened the door with a key. I saw a plant, watered the plant. I picked up one book from my table. Then I looked my beautiful face in the mirror. I kept roti and milk in the fridge. Then I snatched pillow from my husband and switched off the light and sleep before going to bed. Now let's repeat. I opened the key. Number 1, I saw the plant. 2, I watered that. 3, I took a book from the table. 4 and 5, I saw my beautiful face in the mirror. 6, I put roti and milk in the fridge. 8 and 9, 7 and 8, I snatch a pillow. 9, and I switch off the light before going to bed. Congratulations. Now you all remember all 10 random words, that too in the order. My dear friends, whoever we are, student, CEO of any company, any president of club, Toastmaster club like you, sir, or house manager like me, if we want to work efficiently, we need to manage our memory. And for that, I will give you 2 steps. Keep charging, that is, keep adding your memory, and give entry. Read it in such a way that it register on your subconscious mind. That's how I manage my memory, and we all manage our memory. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Purvisha, for a wonderful speech and sharing the wonderful picture petting our national animal.
Yes.
I will definitely never forget that pic.
Yes.
So moving forward, we have our table topic session, and we have a very special person for conducting the same. And in fact, she's doing it as one of her projects. She's doing her projects in dynamic leadership, project 1 level 3. In fact, first time I'm saying, because usually people do table topics just for the sake of doing it, but you are doing it as a project. Congrats, keep it up. We have before I call upon her name, let me just give a brief about her. She's working as a medical claims officer. She's a mother of 2, and she always like to accept and challenges, and she likes to get out of the comfort zone. In fact, every successful person has a history of getting out of the comfort zone, and you cannot become successful unless and until you get out of the comfort zone and face the reality. And Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Toastmaster Dr. Janvi for conducting this special session of table topics. Over to you, madam.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sean Joseph, and very, very good evening to all of you. So this is a part of my project. I would like to ask a table topic questions, and I would like to know who is going to volunteer first.
Yes, yeah, Purvisha.
Challenges that you face as a mother. Challenges that you face as a mother. Toastmaster Purvisha.
Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Once again, challenges I faced as a mother. Actually, I enjoyed a lot as a mother, but always enjoyment comes with some challenges. And as you told, if we come out of challenges, if you win our challenges, we will the winner. So challenges are always there in each stage. One of my aunt was telling, I was telling her, when your kids are grown up, now you don't have any tension. She told me in Gujarati, Purvi, motanu motu tension means big. How big your kids, you have the bigger tension, and that's how I am. Really, I am facing that. When they are small, we have just a little tension of feeding them, and then when they are grown up, We have a tension of how they will behave, how they will learn, where they will get educated, and how they will perform their life. So it comes every time. And if we manage it properly, then we are the winner. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Purvi. It was really wonderful. My project is to present whatever the table topic participants will tell. So I'm just going to brief whatever she has presented. Toastmaster Purvi, first of all, I would like to congratulate you. You did a wonderful job on this. And I like the part, like you enjoy the challenges as a mother. And also I liked and I remember how you face small challenges as a mother. And I also remember how your aunt told, even though I am not good at Gujarati or I don't understand, mota no motu tension means when they are small, there will be less tension. And when they become big, there will be another tension. And when they are small, you have different kind of tension about their feeding and all. But when they become big, there is a different kind of tension. And all the very best, and you have passed through that, and I hope you are still enjoying as a mother, and all the best for your future speeches. So thank you so much. Let me proceed with the second question. I would like to know who is going to volunteer for that.
Can a guest volunteer?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
If a guest could volunteer, then I would.
I think you have to take a stand on that, Toastmaster Sean Joseph.
Seriously, he will be guest for today, but I think for the next meeting he will be our member. Definitely.
Okay, fine, no worries. So may I know who is volunteering?
Ivan Thomas.
Okay. Toastmaster Alvin Thomas. Challenges are opportunities or obstacles? Challenges are opportunities or obstacles? I would like to know your perspective on that, Alvin Thomas.
Okay. So good afternoon, table topic master, Toastmaster of the day, and everyone who's come into the meeting today. A good evening to you all. Now, when somebody mentions the word challenges, there's a brief burn in your heart when people generally tend to hear the word at first. And I usually associate that to an idea that people are not comfortable to move out of things that they're already comfortable with. You know, all of us, we have a good working environment. We all have a good, comfortable family life. And when something comes that causes a little bit of a wobble, something that makes our ship or our boat rock a little bit more, we often don't tend to like it. And as for the question that's being asked today, I personally think that we should embrace that kind of a challenge. Because while challenges on the outset might seem to be uncomfortable, they truly help you discover a change of factor within you. And people often don't recognize this because people shy away from challenges. But it's very important that we grasp onto the opportunities we get, whether you're qualified for it or not. Because with every single opportunity that comes by you, you're able to learn something that you didn't know. And perhaps even you might be able to apply something that you already know and become really excellent at it. So at the very end of the day, no matter what kind of a challenge comes past you, whether it be a project speech that you have to do, or whether it might even be dropping off your kids off at school early in the morning when you have a busy meeting with your boss. Yes to it, and you should try it. Because only when you try, will you truly realize how you can improvise. And with that, over to you, table topic master.
That was really wonderful perspective from your side, our guest Alvin. I liked the way you presented, and you seem to be very confident actually. And what you told is we have to get out of the comfort zone. Yes, it is my belief also, you should definitely get out of the comfort zone and discover yourself. That is what your briefing was there. And you should embrace the change and you should take up the challenges. And whenever you are taking up the new challenges, so then only you will discover yourself. And also to apply it. And you gave a beautiful example of getting up early in the morning and dropping your kid to school and then attending the meeting in the company. Yeah, it's really challenge most of this time I am facing, and it was somehow correlated to my career, whatever I am doing. I felt you are very confident and definitely you should join Toastmaster. And
I'm looking to it. I'm looking forward
yeah,
to it.
thank you so much and all the best. All the
Thank you.
best. And may I know who is going to volunteer for the third? Okay. TM Soipol.
I
Fears
think
have to
you
be
can call
conquered.
everybody almost.
Fears has to be conquered. Do you agree, Toastmaster Soipol? Fears has to be conquered. Do you agree with this?
A tabletop master, fellow Toastmasters, and guest. Fear has to be conquered. There is no doubt at all. But the fear makes you something, the new person. We are here not because of by the advices from the outside. We are now the cultural is developed in such a level. Not to what we have reached. It not only because of the what we have incorporated and what we have received the advices from the good people. It is also becomes the fear of the punishment. We are changing someone. We are reached something because we have conquered. When and the fear is two sides is there. Fear for something to be conquered. So, fear if I'm doing some the mischiefs and some the thief or the stealing something or I'm the murdering something. I fear that fear should not be conquered. The fears are in such a way, those the other fears means if it is the height or then the stage fear, some type of the different. You cannot bring all the fears in the one basket. It is not possible at all. The fears are the different one. Fear for what? There is a good fear. Something has to be conquered means in the for the first for the stage fright, someone will have the fear to talk to someone, or these types of the fear has to be conquered. And the other fear, it should be there. Because of that fear, the human culture, human evolution happens. Back to you, Toastmaster.
That was really wonderful explanation, Toastmaster Soipol, and I do agree with you. I liked the way you differentiated between the fears that has to be conquered and fears that has not to be conquered. It should be fearful, like, doing mistakes and all, it should be fearful, and it should be taught from even childhood. That is what I believe. And also, yeah, I liked your perspective regarding, you should be like fears, what has to be conquered, you can easily differentiate, like this has to be done and this has not to be done. Whatever you explained, it was very beautiful. And um, overall, I liked the way you presented. Thank you so much. And let me proceed for the next table topic. I would like to call upon the general evaluator for the next table topic. If life is full of challenges. Life is full of challenges. Do you agree, Toastmaster Killer?
Life is full of challenges. Yes, I do agree. Every single second of life, every single actions of life, it is a way or another, it is a challenge. Good evening, Toastmaster of Table Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters. Yes. Imagine if we never had a challenge the global pandemic COVID-19, we couldn't have conducted this meeting in this way. Sitting Pidambaran in Budaya and the general evaluator in head, and this whole scenario has been controlled by someone, the president from Salmania. It wasn't possible at all. I could see a gentleman joined in this meeting from out of the country. It never had been possible. Yes, as pessimists find challenges as difficulties, whereas an optimist finds difficulties, every difficulties, as a victory and he challenges it. I am an optimist and I meet challenges in every day of life. And success will never come without attempting or trying the challenge. And the victory always, if you go to the history, if Charles Babbage never had a challenge, he could never been used a computer. Isaac Newton and Röntgen, also the man behind the master of the scientists, Albert Einstein. All these people, they come enlighten the world, empower the world with the greatest theories and principles and inventions. It's all because they met challenges in every step, every walks in their life. So I do believe life must be full of challenges, and we see it, face it, and conquer it. Back to you, topic master.
Yeah, that was wonderful, wonderful explanation. How you take the life as a challenge. Yes, every moment is a challenge, and we don't know what is the challenge. It will be new challenge every time. And I observed the way you differentiated how the life challenges are to be taken by pessimistic and optimistic. And I like the part that you are optimistic, and I am also optimistic. And you told the positivity of coronavirus, what has happened, COVID-19, and we are attending this virtual meeting from the different parts of the Bahrain, and some virtual meetings are conducted, internationally, like so many people are attending. Yeah, it is a positive part. And life is, yeah, definitely full of challenges, new challenges every day for you, that I came to know, as well as for me also. It is for everyone, for everyone. And sometimes we know the challenges will come up, this kind of challenges, like with our experience, sometimes we don't know what kind of challenges will come up. And I liked your takeaway message that success and victory will only come after you face the challenges. And congratulations to you. And let me proceed with the next table topic. I would like to know who will be volunteering.
Can it be?
Yeah, sure.
If no one else is there, then.
What was the biggest fear in your life? How you faced it? What was the biggest fear in your life and how you faced it? Toastmaster Pitamaran Nair.
Thank you, topic master. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Fear is, for me, the extension of your comfort zone. The wall between fear and comfort zone gets stronger till the time you didn't hit it. The moment you start hitting the wall of fear, your comfort zone gets extended and extended. You will move to a position when the fear is overcome by your comfort zone. That means you are moving the wall of fear to a next level. For me, fear was joining Toastmasters. It took 10 years, believe me, 10 years for me to be a Toastmaster. Just because I have a like stage fear. I can do anything not being in front of audience. So that 10 years I feel now, it was, I missed the bus, like I lost the bus. I lost or wasted that much of time. So to overcome that is once be here, and it took for me like 3 months being a guest to become a member. So how to overcome is that to move out or extend your comfort zone level. The world will keep on moving and you will reach to a stage you will not be fear at all with any conditions except God's fear. Thank you. Back to you, topic master.
Nice explanation of your experience, Toastmaster Pitambaran Nair. I do agree it's one of the biggest fear for most of the people, and most of the people even don't dare to be a part of Toastmaster, and you dared it, and it's congratulations to you, I must say. And I liked the way you explained, like, you know, how you have to extend the comfort zone and come out of the fear and hitting the wall. All that I could imagine the way you told. And yes, and definitely I can see you that you have come out of that fear, and all the best for your future projects. So can I stop here, Toastmaster Sean Joseph? Because I think already 6 questions are over.
6 questions or 5 questions?
5 questions.
Yeah, I think one more.
I have a time for another question.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Please, one more.
So what was the, first of all, I would like to know who is going to volunteer for this table topic. Yeah, Toastmaster Vasant.
Okay, let's proceed.
What was the most toughest challenge and how you have taken up that?
This is a nice question. The toughest challenge is studying. This is a very toughest challenge. In my childhood, I am weak in the mathematics. Finally, I passed over. Is very difficult. Nowadays, I am an engineer in one of the hospital, biomedical side. Now also, I am facing toughest area in mathematics, some calculations. So you are using that calculation of use Google. Google is helping me. So this is my toughest value. Some more times I am feeling I want to learn something differently, but I couldn't learn it more. So this is my issues. Oh, to Toastmasters.
Okay. That was, yeah, very frank explanation, like in what subject you were facing the challenge, and how you try to overcome. Still you are learning. That's a very good part, and the modesty, what I can say, Toastmaster Vasant. And yeah, there are so many tools in the Google which is going to help you. And one good part, what I liked in you is being weak in the mathematics, or being facing a difficulty in mathematics also, you choose the engineering field. That is I must say, I must congratulate you for that. And now, yeah, really we need not have to be very fast in the calculation. Even with so many tools, not only Google, you have so many apps nowadays, and all, you can keep it handy, and you can utilize it for your professional enhancement, what I can say. And still you are trying to do that, and all the best to you. And over to you, Toastmaster Sean Joseph. That's all from my side. I hope it was interesting session for you people. Let me see the general evaluator comments also. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Janvi, for an anomalous way of contacting table topics. You know, it was very different. We all enjoyed it. In fact, we are actually exactly on time. You know, that I'm surprised, and I'm quite happy that we are on time as per the agenda. Moving on forward, we have our general evaluation. And so can I call upon our general evaluator, who is also our area director, He's a professional. He's a businessman by profession and a very veteran Toastmaster. He's also a member of the Falcon Toastmasters. And may I call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Killer.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
And Toastmaster of the day, Sean. And thank you so much. My gratitude for that extremely generous introduction of myself. I don't know, I mean, what veteran means, because we all started the journey recently. You, Pidambaran, and many of you I could see. Well, yes, I mean, there are some people, as Toastmaster Pidambaran said, he was waiting almost 10 years to become a Toastmaster. And the moment he became, he fell in love, and he's a 24/7 Toastmaster. Right, Mr. Pidambaran? Me too, one of that kind. Like, I joined very late, but we take the best to get from Toastmaster. As Sean said before, our Area 14 director saw into Toastmaster and Toastmaster into him. It was a new term. It was very interesting. Well, general evaluation is just turning a mirror to you to know the situations we went through, where the area we have to improve, and how well we have done our job, and how justified for each role players on their role. So we do have, I think timer starts showing me the yellow card. We do have some strong points and some, I mean, literally bitter, I mean, we have to improve. So if we go through, I mean, before we go to the general comments, I would like to, I mean, have the timer report for these two speeches. May I have the timing report of the speakers? Mr. Timer Sam Rajesh. He will vote before the evaluation. That is the reason I asked you the time report. The first speaker.
Okay. For the prepared speeches, TM Pidambaran, it's 7 minutes and 28 seconds. And TM Purvisha, it's 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And regarding the table topics, TM Purvisha, 1 minute 20 seconds. TM Ivan Thomas, 2 minutes exactly. And due to some technical issues, I could not able to calculate for TM Soipal. Sorry for that. I was disconnected from Zoom. And for TM Killer, it's 2 minutes 17 seconds. And TM Pidambaram, it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And TM Ril Vasant, it is 53 seconds. Thank you.
Excellent timer of the day. So, I mean, now there is a voting pattern. We shall vote for these two criteria. Like, we shall choose the best speaker and the best table topic commentator now. Are you ready with the voting?
Can we do it after the evaluation also, because the poll is made for all the three?
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be done. I mean, since it's not a competition, but normally, before individual evaluation, we will go for voting. The reason why the evaluation points is not biased.
Okay.
Happens
So,
in some clubs when they have like 7, 8 speakers. Like last time, Falcon had 7 speakers. So, I mean, if not, it's not an issue. We'll go for the individual evaluation.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me first call the first individual evaluator. I think Toastmaster Soipol.
Thank you, our general evaluator, Toastmasters, and the guest. I have observed, it is not the first speech. I have observed several speeches of Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair. I have seen one unique in his speech. He is the person, what I have observed, thoroughly prepared, without any block, anything he is presenting. This speech also, Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair presented in a very good manner, without any break, without any block. He is well prepared. This is the one important thing what I have noticed. Thank you and the congratulations to the Toastmaster Pidambaran Nair, and you have done the wonderful job. The important thing what I would like to highlight in your speech, your clarity, it was very clear, vocal variety, eye contact, and most importantly, you have a very good, you are a storyteller. Basically, you are a storyteller. Keep on telling the stories. We would like to hear the more stories from you. And the another important thing what I have noticed, you have one message, you have some experiences, you have narrated it, you are connected with it, and you have presented it. This is the important thing what I have observed in your speech. Apart from the other thing, what I would like to have someone recommendations to you also. The recommendation one is, see, even though it was one of the best speeches what I have heard, well, say you could have been in the for the message part. If you analyze your speech into the different categories, what is the message what you are going to give as a mentoring, and you are with your experience you can connect it. Then you have a delivering with a strong message and the take back. If somebody want to take back something to your home, it should be there. In your speech, what I have felt, you could have improved in the message part. Message it was there, but it could have been improved in a little bit more. And you could have incorporate the humor or the asking the question. You have asked the questions. You could have connected it to the audience. You while saying the humor, while saying the asking the questions, you are going to connect it with you. It's as a speaker, it's our preliminary responsibility to reduce the gap between the audience and the speaker. In summary, and you are a great storyteller. You're connected with all the points. And I'm recommending one thing: seek the basic steps of the speech craft again and again. Seek it, nurture it, and hammer it again. Back to you.
Gratitude to Area 14 Director and the evaluator of Speaker. Yes, I will start from where we left. Toastmaster Pidambaran did a wonderful speech today. We all witnessed a speaker or a Toastmaster how enjoys his mentor. It's a protege. He got a great experience from his mentor. I love the way he started, like, let's do it with a great energy. It is one of the best way to hook any audience. I mean, give them a question or ask them, give them a command or engage them from the right beginning. So when he said, yes, let's do it. And we all were thinking, I mean, let's do it on. So, and he was saying, this is what the attitude his mentor was, I mean, imposing him. And he has done, yes, I could see all his speeches that the spirit, the mentor, whatever magic they have done is in him. The seed is grown and is still growing. Well, he has gone through, I had some issues technically in the system, so I couldn't completely listen to him, but I could, I mean, feel he really connected with the audience and he stand up and he tried to, show himself, the openness. A public speaker always has to open their hands and show the palm, open palm. That is one of the best way that to get the people connected to you. Instead of showing the backside or staying away, it is the best way. He is open and he has done his third project wonderfully. Congratulations, Toastmaster Pidamber. Let's go for the next evaluator of Toastmaster Purisha. May I call Will Wasan to evaluate the speaker?
Hello, everyone. Be so good, they can't ignore you. The great word from Steve Martin. Day of Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and wonderful guest. Warm good evening. Especially our speaker, Engineer Purvisha, delivering the amazing speech, great speech, managing our memory, MOM. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the evaluation process first. Let's talk about the wow moment, the amazing moment. Ms. Purvisha, your speech is interesting and very meaningful. And MOM, managing our memory. It is a problem for all humans. Everyone forgetting anything. So you are telling the simple concept of the how to memorize. It is very useful for all pupils. And one more thing, you are selecting the heading. It is amazing how we are hiding the heading. How it is it is very amazing. MOM. It is a good presentation, and you are telling about the successful and unsuccessful person. It's a body of the message. It is very interesting. Okay, next presentation, and you are showing the presentation on the slide pictures. It is very understandable. It is very easy to understandable. Okay, next I will show your next thing, your clarity, and your clarity is very good. The vocal variety also is eye contact. You are doing the eye contact. It is okay, but some technical issues I can notice some of the events. So okay, gestures, you are showing your hands and movements, and you are walking left side and right side. It is also is amazing. It is a good noticeable. The audience can capable. It is okay, and comfortable level also it is okay, and then let's talk about the little bit improvement. Now, if you are using the headphones, the wireless headphones, it is better to improve the speech. The speech is connecting the device. It is very easily. So next time we'll try to use the headphone, wireless headphone. It is best. And let conclusion. Your conclusion also okay. And finally, leaders are not born; they are made. Wish you all the best, Engineer Purvisha. Thank you. Back to Toastmasters.
It's a great try, Toastmaster. Really wasn't appreciate your try. You took your chance. I think the voting is on, right? So let's vote. Then we go. Are we done the voting? So, yes, Real Vasant, it was a great try. I think you just started your journey and you have completed your second assignment, evaluation and feedback, probably. It was really a fantastic try. But since you started, I just want to tell you, like when you call to explain the criteria of evaluation, you have to explain, you have to recognize the speaker, and you have to explain which part and which level and which speech. Also the objective of the speech, why the speaker is doing the speech, and what is it from the manual. This is a normal practice, but it's not, never mind. Like you just started and you have done wonderful. Appreciate that. Well, we go for the speaker. I was amazed I never knew that. I was really thinking what MOM. And MOM, she was explaining like if you see any situation, any picture, any scenario in an uncommon way, that will straight engross your brain and it will stay for longer. This is exactly she did the experiment even from the topic MOM. Now we all not going to forget this. What is MOM? It is an excellent try, and I saw a great speaker in her. Even in the entire speech, there were so many, I mean, like techniques in MOM. Like now, we all will never forget what is the spelling of assassination. Gada ko upar gada, uska upar mein, or uska upar the whole nation. I think this is really a great takeaway to home. And this is what a speaker has to carry in their career. Like you have to give some giveaways and takeaways. Like we go home back with a lot of great things. There is a great speaker in you, Toastmaster Purvisha. Just find it, polish it, and you contribute to us. Because there are many things that we would like to learn from you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, I saw the timing is 9:30, which is very strange for KCA Toastmasters, 1.5 hour meeting. So I quickly go through the findings and my recommendation. Like meeting started, I think the first KCA started exactly on 8 o'clock. Not even a single second late, since my experience. Fantastic. Then the guests introduced extremely well, like the president has given chances to all the guests to introduce themselves. And the guests are, welcomed warmly. It is pick number one. Then according to the agenda, it went to the timer's introduction. The timer, I should appreciate, he's just started his journey recently. And he's done his job extremely well. And it is going to be Sam Rajesh, appreciate you for your, challenge that you did as a timer. It's one of the most important role because you did some Toastmasters. I saw that you mentioned your timing at 7 minutes 30 seconds. But I have, it is fantastic. Even at the wake of the red signal, you count it. It's fantastic. And if you have any technical issues, we all have going through this problem. Like if you find you couldn't get one of the speakers' time, you could assume and give it. Don't give us like the audience are confused because they will be, they'll be having some trouble to vote. So if it is like a topic, you give 2 minutes, 20 seconds or 2 minutes, 1 hour, you can just guess it. It's fine. You have done your job extremely well. Appreciate you. Like the grammarian, we will call the grammarian's report. So I think as for the agenda, well, let me have the grammarian report.
Good evening, General Evaluator, Mr. Killer, and Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, guest. From the grammarian side, I could not find I could not find any grammatical issues from the two speakers, Toastmaster Pidambaran and Toastmaster Purvisha. And about the word anomalous, I think Toastmaster Pidambaran, he used this word one time, and Toastmaster Purvisha, she did not use this word. This is my report. Thank you.
Our counter, you find anybody here?
No. These two Toastmasters, I could not find any issues.
Fantastic. Most of the time, especially when table topic is happening, our counter will be so busy writing the answers. So this is normally it happens in teaching time. Otherwise, it's fine. Yes, great. Thank you so much for your elaborate report. I'm sure that you have spent a bit time on finding how many people have used the words and used us. Well, I think the word anomalous is not anomalous. That is one of the reasons it's not being used by many. Well, let us go for the presidential address. I mean, the business session was conducted in a normal way, like since most of the clubs, they are using WhatsApp or other medias before presenting it in the club meeting. I would recommend business session is one of the, very positive, session that every club has to conduct. Because in the business session, especially if there is guests, they will know like what is a general idea of Toastmasters. Because you call the sergeant at arms for his report, then it goes to the secretary, then it goes to the treasurer, secretary. In that order, when you reach VP education, I think the club and the rest of the guests will have an idea of the club and what is all about. So it is a chance, if you have the time, yes, present it. In our case, we had enough time that if unless we wind it up in 1.5 hours, so it could have been conducted. Well, it's not an issue. In most of the clubs nowadays, they are doing it through online. Presidential address. Well, it was really one of the best speech of his speech I have seen, because he took an example of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and his own experience and his own way of leadership. It is true that it gives the energy. Only the presidential address should give the energy to run 1.5 hour or 2 hour session for the entire meeting. So he has given this energy. Well done. Toastmaster of the day. Fantastic job. Until you decide you lost, you are a winner. Great. It is a great takeaway to everybody. He has given this message from an example of a cricket game. Well, it was extremely well. Then Toastmaster of, table topic master. Well, I think you have done a project in your level 3 elective topic, right? I have also done, in 2 or 3 of my parts, I have done this project. Well, it was a great try, and your questions gives a prolific insight of challenges and success. Most of your questions, it was related to basically the challenge, either the challenge of mother or challenges of obstacle or fears has to be conquered. Life is full of challenges. Biggest fear, these all are related to challenge. And it was so positive that everybody actively participated and answered. Table topic is one of the sessions that we can see the moment the topic master comes to the screen, we see all the screens with only names. Last week, Toastmaster Pidambaran, he was the topic master, and he conducted the event completely different. And the meeting was two clubs in Dubai, that he joined from Bahrain. Suddenly, there were around 48 members. Suddenly, he come to the screen. We could see 19. The rest all left. I personally, I love attending every table topic session. Normally, generally evaluator, they don't call because they have to go through all these things. But even if we have 3 Toastmasters or 3 members, we still can conduct a meeting. Then how we conduct a topic master? So everyone has to be, ask the questions, and they have to have the courage to attend. It is a great try. I appreciate that. And my message to table topic commanders, yes, everybody has done extremely well. And I will recommend to every one of you, if you have a chance to attend the table topic, please do that. If the master asks you, anyone comes voluntarily, raise your both hands, because this is the time and this is the place you can knock yourself and try to find yourself. And you will know that where are you and what you have to do and how you have to polish and what repair you have to do. And Evan Thomas, from where you joined, I don't know, but you have a great Toastmaster in you. And I'm sure you've been a Gavel master. So the knowledge, the courage, being a Gavel master, then you become to the Toastmaster, that will be, it is a great scenario. And I'm sure you will thrive and you will come conquer. Well, we see you in KCA very soon as a Toastmaster because we need people like you. Well, again, I want to recommend everybody, when you get a chance, do attend. And it is not that, table topic master will become a table topic monster. No, they will only ask you questions and you fearlessly come forward. Because nobody is there to judge you. Who are there to judge you? Keep this attitude. Come and forward. This is a place you pay $90 in a year. And this is a place for you training. Train yourself and become and find yourself. Well, great going, table topic master Janvi. You have done a wonderful job. And without all these role players, this game would have been a successful meeting. It is not the quantity, it is the quality matters. I see the happiness and energy in every person who are in this meeting. We are only 12, but we should count ourselves as 5, because we have 60 members here. So we have a great meeting, and I think we have covered. President, are you still there? I don't see you. Alvin. President
Yes,
Alvin.
I am here. Yes, I am here.
Well, but then it's time to hand over the podium to you according to your timing. We are a bit late, but I was under impression that we had 2 hours meeting, but it is only like 90 minutes, 1.5 hours, unlike the normal meetings. So it was extremely well, and all the role players and speakers, they have done beautifully, brilliantly well. And this is one of the most energetic meetings that I attended recently. Back to you, President Alvin Shetty.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Grand Evaluator, Area 12 Director, Toastmaster Killer. And yes, I did take in your notes, and definitely I can say with a lot of confidence that this was a amalgams meeting. From our expectations, it was quite different. And I have to congratulate speakers, Toastmaster Pidambaran and Toastmaster Purvisha, for giving their wonderful speeches. And yes, Toastmaster Purvisha, that picture with the tiger, I don't think I'll ever forget. Just like our Toastmaster Day have mentioned, it is like ingrained in our heads. And plus, I loved your way you played with your speech title, MOM. I was thinking something related to mom-related stories. So whether to think that it was about memory caught me off guard, which and kept me very engaged in this meeting. And Toastmaster Janvi, you have conducted table topic session well. And I have to say the reason why my cameras were closed wasn't because I was scared for table topics, but for a while it was telling your network bandwidth was low, your connection is weak. So I didn't want to lose connection in between. So I just turned it off for time being. So you have conducted this session very well and everyone had a chance, and I appreciate for that. So before we get to the results, I would like to ask the feedbacks from our guests. We'll start with our guest from USA, Mr. Ivan Thomas. How do you feel about this meeting so far?
Thank you, President, for providing the opportunity to speak. I think it's really nice to see that even after so long that there are a lot of new faces. Back when I was at Bahrain, my father used to be a participant in KCA Toastmasters, and I would attend some of the meetings with him. And now after almost, I believe, 4 to 5 years, to see a completely new set of faces, it's really exciting. And as far as the meeting goes, it's as lively as ever. We are just 12 people, but just as our general evaluator said, we have the power of 60. So it's extremely wonderful to see that the meetings are still lively. It's really nice to see that people are still engaging, be it in evaluating, like how Toastmaster Will came in. He's fairly new, but he's still, he's worked up to and be an evaluator. I think that kind of energy is really wonderful to see that it's still thriving at KCA. And I just wish that it keeps on going for the same and it grows up to be and stays the same great club that it always was. Over to you, President.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan. And from the beginning, there was one Toastmaster who joined in late, and I forgot to get her introduction. So can we have Toastmaster Jahnavi to give us the feedback about how the meeting was?
Good evening, President Alvin Sevi, and I really enjoyed the meeting, and this is the first time I am attending out of the Angels. So many people don't know me as Purvi, but yeah, I am enrolled before Purvi. That is a different matter, and yeah, I really enjoyed the meeting, and meeting was on time. I liked the discipline of the meeting, and thank you so much for giving opportunity to become a table topic master. And I'm happy that you all enjoyed the table topic. You all liked the table topic and came forward voluntarily to deliver your views on the questions. Over to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you so much. One of the best perks that we have received thanks to this pandemic is virtual meetings where we can connect with people from anywhere. So once again, I have to congratulate Toastmaster Janvi for taking the role as table topic master, and let this not be your first and the last. Hopefully we could see you more take up roles or just attend our regular meetings in the future. And now we have another guest, Toastmaster Pidamar. So what is your feedback for us? How was the meeting today?
Thank you, President, and good evening to all once again. It's a great experience being with KCA, one of the pioneer club in this island. I heard a lot about KCA, but never had a chance to be with you. And in fact, when I got a chance to connect with Toastmaster Sean, your VP Education, asking if you have any slot for a speech, I would like to take over. And wholeheartedly, he welcomed me saying that, okay, there is a meeting on Wednesday and you can be in. But when I joined, I was, as you said, not the quantity, the quality matters. That was in display. And I'm really happy that some of the novel Toastmasters are doing extremely well and happy to be in the same bandwagon. So much happy to be here with you all, and I will be trying to be with you again and again. Thanks, and back to you, President.
Thank you so much. Definitely your
presence. I enjoyed the table topic, by the way. Yes. It's another amazing session. Always challenge.
Usually table topics is the scariest part of the session, but for today's meeting, it's safe to say that it was the most interesting and fun-filled session. So good job once again, Toastmaster Janvi, for conducting a wonderful
Thank you very much for encouraging me, I can tell, because it was a part of my project. And generally, we don't take table topic master because we are hurrying up in completing our projects, speaker project and all those things. So thank you so much for giving opportunity once again.
Definitely, no problem. So I think we can now finally get into our results. And for best speaker, there's only 2 people. So do we have any guesses? It's 50-50. I haven't said a name yet. I asked for
50-50.
No, we are in favor of both of them.
Both of them.
Both are winners.
Both are winners, absolutely, yes. But for this, Unfortunately, we created the voting ballot for it. So the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Purvi.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Purvi.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, now for evaluation, any guesses? That too also once again 50-50. All right, no guesses, so I'll get straight to it. It's Toastmaster Soy Paul. Wonderful. I think Toastmaster Soy Paul has, yes, he came in. Congratulations, Toastmaster Soy Paul.
Congrats.
All right, now for a final table topics, we had 6 participants, and this time it's not 50-50. So once again, I'm asking, any guesses out of the 6, who is the best table topic speaker?
If it is not 50, it is 15.33 or 16.33.
Exactly. No guesses, nothing. Tough
We have
one,
a
yes.
guest.
Our guest.
Yeah,
Toastmaster
guess our
Killer.
guest.
Always he
GE,
gets it right.
our GE.
No, our
Our
guest.
guest, Mr. Ivan Thomas, is the best table topic speaker. Congratulations to all the winners, and we'll be sending a certificate to you all personally through email. So just because it's virtual, you guys won't miss out on the ribbons. You get virtual ribbons instead. So before we adjourn the meeting, we can have a group picture. So I request everyone to turn on your webcams and bring out your biggest smiles.
Everybody, there is no more table talk. Please come
Yes,
out.
no more table topics.
Yeah, we have a
Wow, we have two.
Yes, we have a mini Toastmaster over here.
Yes.
All right, with the count of 3 as usual. 1, yes, 1, 2, 3, cheese. Thank you so much, everyone. And once again, congratulations to all the winners. Definitely, we have something to take back today. Definitely, it is not, what do you say? Like I mentioned earlier, it is not the quantity that matters, but it's the quality. And I'm happy to know that from today's meeting, we have taken something back to our home, something that we could use to improve ourselves. So without further ado, and I'm a bit late as per the agenda, I adjourn meeting number 420. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming for today's meeting.